Dear students, welcome to Department of Zoology, Shri RLT College of Science, Akola. I am Dr. Archana Savarkar, Associate Professor. Student, today we have to know about genetic material as well as one experiment which is performed by Griffith to prove or to identify the genetic material, that is Griffith's experiment. Now first see what is genetic material. The study of genetic material or the study of genetics started with Mendel, who is the father of genetics. Mendel introduced factors for inheritance. You have seen this last year in second year. Then Boveri-Sutton theory later gave the chromosomal theory of inheritance. The concept of inheritance was understood at the level of chromosomes. Further, when Morgan came up with the concept of linkage and recombination at chromosomal level, it was taken a step forward in 1926 when experiments were being performed to understand inheritance at molecular level. The search was for the molecule which acts as a genetic material. So, we have to see the definition of genetic material. We can define genetic material as the genetic material of a cell or an organism refers to those materials found in the nucleus, mitochondria, and cytoplasm, which play a fundamental role in determining the structure and nature of cell substances and capable of self-propagation as well as variation. There are some criteria which should be fulfilled by the substance, and then we can call it as genetic material. So, which are the requirement for genetic material? First one is the material should be capable of replicating itself. Next one is the genetic material should be chemically and structurally stable. Then genetic material should provide scope for mutation which can lead to evolution. The genetic material should be capable of expressing itself in the form of Mendelian characters. Thus, it is found that DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, was found to be the prominent genetic material in most of the organisms. There are some exceptions. For example, some viruses contains RNA as a genetic material. But overall, we can say that DNA fulfilled important criteria to be a genetic material and not other molecules like proteins or carbohydrate, etc. Thus, we can again define genetic material as it is the nucleic acid, especially DNA. DNA is a genetic material which is made up of nitrogen base, sugar and phosphate molecule. Along with protein, they form the chromosomes. They act as hereditary unit, that is genes and responsible for transmission and expression of characters in the organism. The concept that DNA is the genetic material of most organisms is supported by number of experimental evidences. Let us see the first one, that is Griffith's experiment. It is also known as experiment of bacterial transformation. Frederick Griffith in 1928, he was a bacteriologist, provided first clear-cut evidence that DNA is the hereditary material. This was also known as Griffith's effect. While working with pneumonia-causing bacteria, that is Streptococcus pneumoniae or Diplococcus pneumoniae, he found that it occurs in two strains, that is S strain and R strain. The S strain, it is smooth in appearance. Here you can see these are the S strain of Streptococcus pneumoniae. They are having smooth mucus polysaccharide coat on their outer wall. These are resistant to immune system, and most important that these S strain bacteria are virulent in nature. Virulent means pathogenic, that is disease causing bacteria. The another strain of Streptococcus pneumoniae is R strain, means rough strain. Actually, this bacteria lacks the coat, and that's why they appears rough. These bacteria destroyed by immune system of the host, and that's why they are non-virulent in nature. Means they do not cause any disease. They are not pathogenic. These are non-virulent strain of Streptococcus pneumoniae. The experiment was carried out. In first step, Griffith injected S strain. S means smooth strain of bacteria into the mice, and it was found that the mouse died due to pneumonia. Again, live type of S cell were recovered from the serum of blood of the dead bodies of mice. The colony of this cell has glistering appearance and is called smooth strain or the S strain of bacteria. It means S strain of bacteria causes pneumonia to the mice. Then step 2, when live cell of non-virulent, that is R strain of bacteria were injected into mouse, it was found that the mouse remained alive, means they do not cause disease pneumonia. And live type of R strain were isolated from the serum of blood cell of mice. These colonies of bacteria have irregular appearance and known as. In step number 3, firstly the cells of virulent strain, that is S strain of bacteria, were killed by heating at 60 degrees Celsius. These cells were injected to new group of mice. Then observed the effect. It was observed that none of the mice died, showing that virulence is lost after heating. All mice were alive. Then in step number 4, when the mice were injected with a mixture of heat-killed S strain and live R strain of bacteria, then what happens? The mice developed pneumonia and died. It means that there is some element which causes pneumonia, and Griffith found that the live strain of S bacteria could be recovered from the dead mouse. Means some of the R strain get transformed into the S strain of bacteria. Thus Griffith came to conclusion that R strain bacteria had been transferred by S strain bacteria. The R strain inherited some transforming principle from the heat-killed S strain bacteria which made them virulent. And he assumed this transforming principle as a genetic material. Thus we have seen the concept of genetic material as well as Griffith experiment of bacterial transformation. Students, we will stop here. In next lecture, we have to see the experiment performed by Avery and co-worker. Thank you.